Why is every time we go on that ride for the first time in a day, it breaks down? I mean, why doesn't that chippy over there have sausage anymore? What chippy doesn't have sausage? And yeah, there was people shouting and punching each other and stuff, and it was absolute carnage, but thankfully security came and took one of the people away. Hello, welcome back to Thrill-O-Matic and welcome to, yet again, you guessed it, another Blackpool Pleasure Beach vlog. Today it is the first Twilight Thrills event of the year. It is Easter Saturday, Saturday the 4th of April. And yeah, that means 11 hours of riding from 10 AM all the way through till 9 PM tonight. So hopefully we get some night rides as well. The big one behind me is currently, well, it's tested, but the winds are supposed to get bad quite later. So we'll see what happens with that availability. I imagine it'll be only on one train because I imagine it's too windy to run the slow wheel compounds, but regardless, gonna have a really good day. Usually Pleasure Beach are quite good ride availability, so hopefully the winds doesn't affect things too much, but obviously some stuff like big one, flying machines and possibly launch pad may be affected. But yeah, plenty of updates I imagine around park today as well, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, we haven't just been on SpongeBob Splash Bash, like, are we insane? No thanks, we've been on Nickelodeon Streak, somewhere behind me. Second train of the day, running very well. Definitely, if you're coming to Pleasure Beach on these busy periods, like the late night ridings and stuff, and just in general, in the summer season stuff, you want to make sure you're getting on Nick Street first, because it is a low capacity ride with just one train, but nevertheless, don't underestimate it, even though it's a Nickelodeon land. It is a brilliant wooden coaster. But we are now going to head back to North Park and go on Ghost Train, because that's another ride you want to do first that's low capacity. So we'll see you over there. There we go, first in line. What did I tell you guys? Low capacity rides for the win. It's like 20 past 10. There you go, they're just testing and stuff. But yeah, here we go. We don't do this ride too much because of the capacity, and it doesn't have Easy Pass, which it really should. Like, they should have Easy Pass here on every ride, but there's a few rides that they don't. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I'll put a list on screen for you now, but it really should be on everything. They used to have it on the exit ramp over there, but I don't know why. They just, ever since COVID, they've not done that. Not good, really. 5 minutes later. And the kettle pen is now full. That is why you want to do Ghost Train first thing when you come to Pleasure Beach on the busy days. It's low capacity and all that. I tell you what, that was a dreadful ride on it. Half the effects were just off. I obviously mentioned in my Pleasure Beach roundup video I uploaded yesterday. Go and check that out after you finish watching this. That there are some new changes that are due to be coming in here, and I believe we are working on that during the week. So maybe that's got something to do with it, but there was effects turning off all over the place, like mid-effect, like the train, for example. There was like just bits of audio not on. The monk scene up sort of that way just didn't work at all. No audio, no effects going off. That was not good. Like, I hope this ride gets fixed up soon, because like it's not a good experience for guests that if they're going through, and like it's just so much broken. One of the worst rides I ever had on it. Alright guys, we've just done Icon. I have to say, operations were kind of slow for Icon standards. Well, the train afterwards wasn't too bad, but in general, I think it was slow. I mean, it is still not the start of the season, I guess, and like, there's new staff on there, I think, so yeah. And they were stapling quite a bit. Well, I got stapled quite a bit. Like, it is weird, I've always wondered, like, some staff like staple way more than others, and it confuses me. Like, but you tend to have a good ride regardless because of the airtime. But the good news is, big one over there is open, and Enzo, thanks for reminding me, is still £5. So like that must have gone down well. The only downside is like fair play, but it means it gets a massive queue, which is a bit annoying, because now it's cheaper, I want to do it, but like,
sells out as well.
Yeah, like I don't know, and people are going to hate me for saying this, but I think it should be £10 personally. Like, make of that what you will, but like 15 is too much. I've always stood by that, but like make it £10. But yeah, Icon was brilliant as always. Like, it's aged so well, that ride. Like, people, you know, used to say it was slow and stuff in the morning, but now it's not really like that. It was running okay then. I've had better rides on it, but like yeah, it's always so good these days. Like, I've always had a soft spot for it, you know. I was one of the first people ever to ride this ride, so yeah, brilliant. Oh dear. See, this is the issue. It's on one train, but they can't open it because of the weather. Like, it's not even their fault. I'd rip them to shreds if it was good weather today and it was on one train, but this is the thing. It's like 400 people per hour. Like, the queue and stuff is just like, yeah, we can't do that at the moment, so we're gonna have to come back later and hope it stays open. Alright guys, so Launchpad is open. It was only advertised to open at 12 o'clock today, and we thought, like, because Big Dipper's opening at 10:30 today, and that opened at 12 all year. Obviously today's the first day of 10 o'clock opening, as you know, for us. This place was open at 10 yesterday, but Launchpad, it seems like it was having a technical delay. It's nothing to do with Big Dipper opening, changing. And it's just, yeah, it has opened actually early, so fair play to the engineers. Because it'd be bad if this was a 12 o'clock opening every day, you know. It's right at the front of the park, the entrance is over there. You get to that, if you see that every day opening 12 o'clock, it's not a good look, is it? But thankfully that isn't the case, so yeah, we're gonna go and get on it now. Why is every time we go on that ride for the first time in a day, it breaks down? I mean, as I said, fair play to getting it open, but why? It happened opening day and it's happened again. Dear me, as soon as we enter that queue, we've got an announcement. This is an announcement from Mission Control. We are currently experiencing... Oh, I can't believe it. It was only refurbished last year and it's still the most unreliable ride on park. Even more so than Valhalla, really. There we go. I'm not going to do fast food net, but we did just have dinner at that chippy over there again.
No sausage for Ben.
Yeah, once again, I didn't even ask for it, but there's still no sausage. Got rejected. Honestly, shout out to Natalie who works there. Like, she didn't serve it because she was on a break at the time. But Natalie, if you are watching, why doesn't your chippy, well, it's not your chippy, but why doesn't that chippy over there have sausage anymore? What chippy doesn't have sausage? Like, mental. Oh, alright guys, we've just been on the Pleasure Beach Express, but we want to talk about the big one because, you know, I said it's on one train before. Well, they're actually attempting to put it on two. Apparently there was a fault with one of the trains or something, which is why it opened at one, so it's nothing to do with the winds. Essentially what they're having to do is clear all the queue and then they're going to put the second train on, which, like, considering it's meant to get really windy later, even though the wind is allegedly in a favourable direction, because it's only really an issue if it's coming from the west and it's currently coming from the south. I just think it's too risky. Like, there's a potential, if this doesn't work out for them, for loads of people to miss out on a ride who would have otherwise got on one, because while putting it on two literally trebles the capacity, it's just like, I don't think it's worth it. Also, Icon's on 3, which is good. It's just Infusion out of the rides that currently run 2 is only on 1, and the second train's nowhere to be seen. So that queue's massive. So fair play to the park for getting stuff on max capacity where they can. I'm not sure it's worth it with the big one. There we go, as I said, in Pleasure Beach Roundup, guys. Entertainment this year, Pleasure Beach is improving a lot. We've got dancers on the stage in here. We're going to have Sabrina Carpenter on here next week. And they've got Easter activities. And yeah, really cool. Great to see some park at least investing in entertainment. Alright guys, we've just been on Launchpad. Brilliant rides. Stuff on there is always very, very quick. Getting the job done. Oh yeah.
Fast stops. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Friendly.
Oh yeah, they are friendly on there. Yeah.
I'm a bit concerned about what I'm hearing now.
Right, you. Jack, who's here for the first time, didn't enjoy that.
No, I'm not a flat ride enjoyer. I'll do like all the coasters and all that, but no, flat rides, launch pads, no, not for me.
No. He liked Icon before and he loves Siberia, but that, I don't know, some people
wait for him to go on big one.
Some people just don't like tower rides. It's a thing. I don't personally see it because I love them, but I mean Launchpad's it's nothing like crazy, but it's good. But yeah, a bit concerning though. Like I said, big one was moving on 2 trains before. I've not seen it go around at all, so not sure what's going on over there. I don't believe it. Aviktas is testing on Easter Saturday. That's me, that. I said, like, oh, imagine if it tested. That'd be so good. Oh my god. Someone heard us on there. Oh my god.
My day. Oh, this is brilliant. I cannot wait.
The question is, are we going to be stood here for the next hour and a half, like Josh was last Sunday in his live stream? I don't know if you've seen Theme Park Mad. Literally, they tested it back to back for an hour and a half, no breaks or anything. And he even said on that, I don't think they're going to test it Easter Saturday. We said last week we didn't think they were, but now it's testing. About a minute later, and Aviktas is going again.
1 minute later, and Aviktas is testing.
There we go. I'm going to go on wide angle and actually watch it with my own eyes this time rather than through a screen. Because, yeah, it's hard to film it like zoomed in and like get it all on screen. Oh, look at that. There we go, max height. Near enough, I think. There we go. Oh yeah. Wow. That's brilliant marketing with it being so busy today as well. 7,000 people on park, probably the most there's been since, you know, it started testing. And like, yeah, look at that.
I think it's going to be a real crowd. I absolutely love it.
Thanks for having made the decision to test this today. Oh yeah. There we go, it's still going.
Is it?
Yep. Aviktas from the big one. Easy pass queue. It better still be going. It shouldn't be too long though, it's on 2 trains. Like, that's a long cycle actually, it's been going a good minute, but yeah. Them difference 2 trains makes, like one's just coming to breaks there, another one's just gone out the station. I heard the klaxon. So yeah, like, good times, good times. There we go then, we've just done the big one, and honestly it's on 2 trains. That made a massive difference. Like, I know I said about the weather before, but like, no messing about, straight into the air gates. Like, you don't have any of this bad queuing in the cattle pen in the station anymore, and yeah, it's just way better. So big up to the staff as well on there, very friendly. They're happy it's on 2 as well, so everyone's happy. Everyone's happy, which is brilliant.
A few moments later.
Well, it was nice while it lasted. Big one, it's already closed. I think we said 6 o'clock. We were predicting it was going to close, but like, it's 5 o'clock now. Like, as much as the 2 train operation was good before, it wasn't worth it. That, like, apparently it was on 2 this morning. Like, I didn't realise this, but apparently it was on 2 this morning. There was a fault with the second one, like, first thing, so they closed it for like an hour to take it off. Ran it on 1 for a couple of hours, closed it again for an hour to put that second train on, ran for a couple more hours, and now the wind's taking it out for the day. Like, it's not great that. A lot of people won't have got on that today. I don't know who decided to do that, but yeah. The operators though, shout out to you, you did do a brilliant job when it was operational, but yeah, it's a real shame. We have been elsewhere in the park last time since I spoke to you. I don't think I spoke to you since we last did this, but yeah, we went to North Park, chilled out for a bit, got on Alice in Wonderland after a little bit of downtime, and yeah, it's just been a chilled one. You know, these 10 till 9s, you don't need to rush about if you're a season pass holder like us. You can just take it easy, enjoy the atmosphere, and yeah, and big up to the Ents in the hub as well, because they carried on smashing it out the park as well. But I believe we saw them back in the Nickland outfits, so they've gone back to Nickelodeon Land now. If you remember a few weeks ago, I didn't really point it out at the time, but I'll put the B-roll over it. There was some wooden fences. Oh, Josh has just got recognised for the 1,000,000th time today. I've not been recognised yet, but cool guys, do come up if you do recognise me, say hi and that. But yeah, there used to be some fences down there, but they've gone. A few weeks ago, when I did my last sort of update video from here, full park update, someone commented saying that they're there for Aviktas and like the queue line and stuff, and this was being used as storage. It's like an undercover area. Like, surely they can just put them under some tarpaulin on the site itself. That'd make more sense. But hey ho, who knows? They're gone now, and we're just left with an empty site again. Okay guys, it's been a while since I last spoke to you. We did do Icon, and honestly I'm just grateful to be alive after that, because let's just say it was probably the most eventful ride on Icon I've ever had. To put it lightly, there was a fight in the station in the Easy Pass queue right behind us. And yeah, there was people shouting and punching each other and stuff, and it was absolute carnage. But thankfully security came and took one of the people away. But yeah, I'm not going to like repeat any of what was said because it's not appropriate for this channel. But yeah, someone tried to push into the queue pretty much, and yeah, as a result of that, it just went mental. But we then went for tea at Burger King, and we're now on the Pleasure Beach Express, and yeah, all is well.
Trying to recover.
Yeah, we are trying to recover. Yeah, it was, I know it was getting a lot for you and stuff, so yeah, thankfully. Yeah, we're all good now, having a nice ride on the train as we approach the evening, and hopefully maybe a couple of night rides. Right guys, we have been on a ride since we last came on this train. We went on Wallace and Gromit and Big Dipper. Big Dipper gave some disgusting airtime, second to back row with Emily. Honestly, one of the best rides I've ever had on that. It were brilliant.
It doesn't beat our last ride.
What?
Our last ride before the one we had today.
On Big Dipper.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant as well. But yeah, we're on the Pleasure Beach Express again. Great atmosphere today and all that, and yeah, we're just having a chill out. No, no, no! For God's sake, not again! No, no! Right, get it coming up here, yeah. No. God. It's all right. Oh, look at that zoom in. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get thumbnail pictures contenders, guys, and it's not going very well. And I'm not going to be able to get it backwards as well, because this guy, whoever's driving, is going way too fast. Like, what is it with the train this year? Like, it's meant to take like 10 odd minutes to get round, and he's probably doing it in 6 or 7. Sad times, the hub is closed. There's no DJ or anything like that. The Ents before was brilliant, but it would be nice to have a bit of, you know, DJ on, sort of like some more nighttime appropriate stuff, lights and stuff. I know they used to have a guitarist here, but apparently, like, he's like a dead famous guy, and he's like toured with like famous people such as The Weeknd and stuff. So he's probably off, like, I don't know, touring with what, Sabrina Carpenter or something. Probably. I don't think she's on tour at the moment. Wait, she announced the tour, but she's not on tour at the moment. I'm too. No, like, I know, like, the Sabrina Carpenter thing's just a joke, guys. Like, I don't know. I know a few songs because they play, and that's about it. And like, yeah, like, but she's not on tour at the moment. But I saw her post that I'm waffling on now. Bye. Well, that was a very cinematic intro to this clip. The Aviktas Soundtrack, aka the Egyptian romance movie soundtrack, as I like to call it, is playing back here. I know it was playing in the last video you saw, but after a couple of weeks we've been since then, like, it was off. But it's nice to hear that back on. Hopefully soon we get a release of the full thing. All of a sudden it's gone really dark. It's now dark and it's starting to rain. Brilliant for the last hour of the day. We've just been on Icon for the third time today. It was a much more pleasant queuing experience than last time. No effing and jeffing, no scrapping, none of that business. But yeah, that was a brilliant night ride. Unfortunately, it was mid-train. Like, I'd have loved to get on the back, but it's just impossible with how things are these days, with like the Enzo and stuff. Like, I mean, Enzo's not a new thing, but especially with the £5 thing now, it's just so hard to get on the back of the train. But oh well, it was still really enjoyable nonetheless. There we go, another one bites the dust. Infusion has unfortunately broken, like, looks of it. Oh, go away, rain. It starts raining as I'm filming. yeah, big one's obviously closed, not lit up as well as it has been in previous years. I mean, I know it's closed at the moment, but even so, yeah, it's like lit up fine there, but then it just goes to rubbish there. I nearly said something that I shouldn't say on this channel. Honestly, sometimes you forget when you're on camera, guys, but yeah.
Even though you're holding it.
I mean, I remember before when we were talking about that fight in the station, not to repeat what was being said, but yeah, we're getting sort of towards the end of the day. It's raining, but I think we're going to go on Wallace and Gromit again, because as much as I used to slag it off all the time, it's actually kind of a decent dark ride. And the new scenes are actually growing on me now, the Norbot stuff, so yeah, it took a bit of getting used to, but I'll happily go on it again. I barely rant anymore. Right, I think we're going to end where we started, guys, because Nickelodeon Streak, believe it or not, is still open. There's some Nickelodeon rides, like Fairy over there, that are now closed, but there's a couple still open. Avatar Airbender's another one. So yeah, it's a good wooden coaster, so why not? We never usually end on this ride because the Nickland tends to close an hour early. But it's a good wooden coaster, especially since it's been raining, so why not? Alright guys, I fooled you there. We actually ended up having more time than we expected, so we did do a final ride on Wallace and Gromit's Thrill-O-Matic. And when we were in there, it started chucking it down. So when we turned the corner, like exiting the ride, and obviously you can see outside because it's an undercover station, the entire like train just went, oh my god, in unison. And the staff member unloading us, she was kind of in stitches and had to obviously compose herself to do the push your lap bars up and exit to your left spiel that they always do at the end of that ride. There you go, I said it right. You know, I could operate Wallace and Gromit. Imagine if I worked here. Imagine any of us working here, eh? But there we go, it's been a brilliant day here at Pleasure Beach. Operations overall, they've been obviously a bit questionable here and there. Like, icons weren't great, but obviously the fight in the station didn't help it because you had to like stop the ride for a good 5 minutes and stuff. But in general, there's definitely a lot of people getting used to the ropes, but also like a lot of idiots on the ride besides that fight sort of slowing it down. Big one, I do question them putting it on 2 trains. That wasn't worth it at all, but great friendly staff on there doing the best to get the trains out as quick as they can. Friendly staff all around. Obviously infusion went down at the end of the day, but overall really good. We didn't get on Avalanche and Revolution today, which was a shame because it would have been nice to get Jack's first reactions to those rides. But obviously they are low capacity, so as I was saying at the start of the day, you do want to make sure you're doing those sorts of rides as early as possible, because once they get a queue, they just will not shift it until the end of the day. So I'd say Launchpad, Nickelodeon Streak, Avalanche, Revolution and Ghost Train, you want to be getting on as early as possible in the day. But with all that being said, to check out my recent Pleasure Beach Roundup video to see everything coming to the park for spring 2026, click the video on the right side of your screen. Click the icon on the left side of the screen to subscribe to ThrillNet for more things theme park related in the UK and beyond. I'm Ben, you've been watching ThrillNet, and I'll catch you again soon.